In the early hours of June 7th, 1992, three women arrived home after a night of celebration. They were safe, they were smiling, they were tired. By sunrise, they were gone. No broken doors. No blood, no screams reported. Just a home that looked completely normal, and three purses sitting. Side by side. Still full, still untouched. To this day, police say it's one of the cleanest crime scenes they've ever seen, and one of the most terrifying. This is the twisted case of the Springfield Three. The house belonged to Cheryl Levitt. She was 47 years old, a hard-working hairdresser recently. Divorced to starting fresh in a new home, living with her was her daughter, Susie Streeter. Susie had just graduated high school. She had dreams of college, dreams of independence, dreams of life finally beginning. That night, Susie's best friend, Stacy McCall, was staying over. The girls had just celebrated graduation. They were excited about the future. They had no idea. They were living their final hours. Susie and Stacy attended multiple graduation gatherings that night. Friends said they were happy, laughing, taking photos. Nothing felt wrong originally. The girls planned to sleep at a friend's house, but it was too crowded, so round 2:00 a.m. They decided to go back to Cheryl's home. It was only a short drive away. They arrived safely. Neighbors later said they heard a dog barking briefly. Then everything went quiet. No raised voices, no struggle, no alarms. Just darkness later that morning. Friends came to pick up Stacy for a trip. They knocked. No answer. They entered through it. Unlocked door. Everything looked normal. The TV was still on. The dog was inside. Beds appeared. Slept in. But the women were nowhere to be found. Then someone noticed something chilling. 3 purses neatly lined up together. Inside were money, driver's licenses, keys, cigarettes. Items no woman would ever leave behind voluntarily. It felt staged, as if someone had deliberately placed them there. Police were called immediately. Investigators searched every inch of the home. There was no forced entry, no broken locks, no blood, no overturned furniture. It was as if the women had simply stepped outside. But police knew better. People don't abandon purses. People don't disappear together without. Warning, this wasn't a runaway. This was an abduction, and whoever did it was calm, controlled, and experienced. One of the most haunting moments in the investigation came when friends remembered a strange voicemail message. It was left sometime after the women disappeared. They described it as a man's voice. Obscene language, possibly mocking, but before detectives could preserve it, someone accidentally erased it. The message was gone forever. Police believe that message could have been the kidnapper, or someone involved in the crime, one of the only direct clues lost. The lack of violence led investigators to a chilling theory. They believe the women likely opened the door themselves, possibly to someone pretending to be police, someone claiming they needed help. Or someone they recognized. The crime was too quiet for a forced abduction. It had to be trust or deception, someone who knew how to sound convincing. Once inside, everything changed. Over the years, many suspects surfaced, violent criminals in the area, men obsessed with Susie, individuals who later bragged about the crime. Some even confessed, but every confession fell apart. No evidence, no proof. Search teams scoured rivers, wells, forests, and abandoned properties. Nothing was found, no remains, no clothing, no trace. It was as if the women vanished off the face of the earth. Many investigators believe the women were taken to a second location, somewhere remote, somewhere hidden where they were likely killed, and their bodies concealed permanently. The house was clean on purpose. The abductor knew what they were doing. This wasn't random. This was planned. More than 3 decades later, the Springfield Three remain missing. No arrests, no remains, no answers, just a quiet house, 3 purses still remembered, and a mystery that refuses to die. Someone out there knows what happened that night. Someone opened that door. And 3 lives disappeared forever. This was the twisted case of the Springfield Three. And the truth is still waiting to be uncovered. Thank you for watching Twisted Cases. For more real unsolved mysteries, disturbing cases, and stories that time never forgot, subscribe and join us on the dark side of true crime. New episodes every week.